When I was just a lad, looking for my true vocation, my father said, "Now, son, this choice deserves deliberation. Though you could be a doctor, or perhaps a financier, my boy, why not consider a more challenging career?"
Hey ho ho, you'll cruise the foreign shores.
See you,
and you'll
lads.
keep your mind and
Show 'em
body
you've been
sound by
practicing.
working out of doors.
True friendship and adventure are what we can't live without.
And when you're a professional pirate,
That's what the job's about.
Upstage, lads! This is my only number. Now take Sir Francis Drake.
Episode 100. When I started making this podcast over the past couple years, I've made two promises. One promise that episode 100 would have Zach Wilkinson as the co-host. What's up, Zach?
Yo, I'm here for it, my guy.
And the other promise I made was that we were going to do an episode on Muppet Treasure Island at some point.
And that both promises are 100% delivered.
Today is the day that I keep my promises. Now, Zach, tell me, man.
You always keep your promises.
Well, we're talking about good movies, you know?
Yeah.
What might you say might be the best movie?
Muppet Treasure Island, duh.
I tend to agree with you. I mean, let's think. Scarface. Muppet Treasure Island.
Better.
Fucking Star Wars.
Better.
Godfather.
Better.
Titanic. Better.
No question, better. I mean...
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Better.
I've never seen that movie.
I haven't seen it either, but I know that it's popular.
It is popular, but...
Lord of the Rings.
Better. There's nothing better than Muppet Treasure Island. You got Muppets singing.
I'm trying to think
looking for stolen treasure.
I'm trying to think of the most beloved thing. I guess when we said it's better than Star Wars, it was about as...
That's a close one. I'm on the fence. I was in the moment.
It's better.
I do say better.
I mean,
but I love Star Wars.
It's overall better. That's what I'm saying.
Star Wars had to prove itself in 3 movies, whereas Muppet Treasure Island was only 1.
Yeah, it's a standalone. So better. Shutter Island, better. The Departed, better.
It's better than it's the best. It's just the best movie.
All right, guys, and if you're out there and you're thinking, "What is this true? Do these guys really believe this?" Guess what? I'm going to prove it to you beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Right now.
Right fucking now. But first, I want to say, hear ye, order in the court. If it pleases your honor, I will bring your attention to Hormel Foods Corporation versus Jim Henson Productions Incorporated, 73F3D4972D, circa 1996.
The only defense is spam.
All right. We're gonna start off here with something. I think I'm making a point here, Zach. If I were to tell you, if you just saw me sitting here looking at my computer and I said, "Oh man, my desktop is covered in spam," what would you think I was saying?
Like trash emails?
Trash. You would think I was saying that
trash.
It's covered in internet trash. You wouldn't think that it was covered in food.
No.
Spam the food.
I think that's why they call it spam, is because spam the food is such trash anyway.
Now let me explain to you why this is important.
Okay.
Hormel Foods Corporation sued Jim Henson Productions in 1996.
They sued Muppets?
They sued the fucking Muppets. And
they know those are puppets, right?
Yes.
They're not a real entity.
No, this is the court case here. It's written by Corey Felon, and I'm just gonna read you some of the court case, and there's a point here. I have a point. Okay. I'm making a fucking point. If you're listening to this and you don't think I'm making a point, there's a point coming up real quick. All right, I'm going into the court document now. Hormel Foods Corporation, the distributor of the luncheon meat Spam, brought suit against Jim Henson Productions Incorporated, creators of the Muppets, for trademark infringement and dilution of the mark Spam. The United States District Court for the Southern District of New York denied Hormel's request for a permanent injunction. I wonder why. The United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit affirmed holding that Henson's use of a character called Spam in Henson's movie, Muppet Treasure Island, did not create a likelihood of confusion in the marketplace, and furthermore, there was no likelihood of dilution by either blurring or tarnishing Hormel's mark.
Well, you're obviously very sad if you have to worry about Spam, a puppet, a Muppet. Sorry, I apologize. It's a Muppet, not a puppet. There's a difference. Anyway, if you're that sad with your life that you have to focus on Spam versus Spam, you have a really sad existence.
The thing is, this is so fucking absurd. And also, what kind of monster sues the Muppets?
Muppets!
And also, your product is Spam.
Trash. That's what we just go circle back to what we're talking about when you get the trash emails.
Yeah.
You should be suing Google or something.
Well, remember, dude, this movie came out in 1996.
Is that when the lawsuit was, too?
Yeah. They tried to stop the movie from coming out.
They didn't have anything more to worry about.
No, because this is before people were saying spam emails and shit. Because I mean, remember, 1996, dude, like the internet existed, but nobody fucking used it.
We had the AOL cards.
Yeah,
the free AOL discs from Kroger.
Yeah, dude. When I was a kid, I didn't give a shit about the internet, dude. I wanted to be outside.
Yeah. Same.
All right, let's get back into this court case. Facts. Hormel has made the luncheon meat Spam since 1937 and has sold over 5 billion cans of Spam in the United States alone. In addition, Hormel has spent millions of dollars on advertisements for Spam. In February of 1996, Henson planned to release a movie entitled Muppet Treasure Island. This movie featured the cast of regular Muppet characters, including Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog. Among the new characters created for the movie was Spam, the high priest of a tribe of wild boars that worship Miss Piggy as their queen. The name Spam is mentioned only once in the film. In anticipation of the release of the film, Hormel filed suit alleging both trademark infringement and dilution. Hormel alleged that Henson's characterization of Spam in the movie would damage its trademark for Spam by questioning the quality of the meat. The district court found that the character in the movie, Spam, neither infringed Hormel's trademark nor diluted the mark. So, sounds like the judge just threw that the fuck out.
As he should have. Like, that's ridiculous. All right, first off, it's the worst meat you could possibly get anyway. Like, there's an apostrophe in between. It's SPA''AM. Yeah. So it's not even just SPAM.
Yeah. I mean, the joke is he is like pork.
Yeah.
We get it. They're using Spam as a joke.
The thing though, go back to like they got there before the movie even came out. Is that what you're saying?
They found somehow they found out that was, I guess they found out about the script. And they were they filed an injunction to stop the film or to at least remove that character.
Whoever is responsible for that entire juncture just refuses happiness in their life.
I want to bring something up. Like, if you have ever watched daytime court television, you will see some of the stupidest fucking people trying to file lawsuits over insane things. They're like, I gave him 10 bags of meth for the lawnmower doesn't work. And they go to court for,
hell, I could sue my ex-wife for 10 grand on people's court, but I'm not gonna.
I don't know if we can keep that in here.
Yeah, you can.
Nobody knows who your ex-wife is.
That's true.
But you have to think. When I was reading that to you and I said they sold, what did they say, like 50 billion cans of Spam? It's Hormel Foods, man. They make all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I guarantee you
this is a massive major corporation suing the Muppets.
Well, if anything, they should have embraced it and made that Spam character their trademark guy.
And that is what brings me to my first point. In the argument that Muppet Treasure Island is the greatest book-to-film adaptation of all time. Now, guys, I don't know if you believe in, a little bit of the paranormal or the spooky or in curses, but I'll tell you this. Hormel Foods and Spam, whatever respectability they had in 1996, has since diminished to practically nothing. No. If you think about Spam nowadays, you think about internet garbage. You don't think about the food.
No.
Nobody fucking goes like, want to come over to my house for some Spam? They don't say that.
Nobody cares about Spam.
So,
one way or the other, whatever definition it has. Like, it's either junk email or trash meat in a can.
Hear ye. In the court, if it pleases the jury to hear my final argument, Hormel Foods, by making a ridiculous lawsuit against the Muppets, or for trying to sue the Muppets at all, has been cursed for being assholes and have ruined their own fucking brand.
The people side on the side of common decency.
Alright, so that's my first point, man. My first point is, if you sue the Muppets, you get cursed.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't fucking do it.
It's bad. You come at the king, you best not miss. Omar, the Wire.
Mic drop.
Jim Henson, the Muppets.
Done. Jim Henson is the OG.
You have violated Sacred Island.
Excuse me. I am Captain Smollett. We mean no harm to your culture. We embrace all creatures of differing nationalities.
Silence! Bring forth. Boom! Shakalaka!
That can't be good.
Boom! Shakalaka! 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 Boom! Shakalaka!
Yeah, and well, let's get further into what's your next.
Jim Henson is really, he's kind of like the Omar of puppeteering.
He's the guy.
Omar's my favorite character from The Wire. Who's your favorite character from The Wire? Don't say McNulty.
You're gonna hate me. I haven't watched enough to know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, disappointing.
Now, guys,
Don't
if
give
you
me
think
that sigh,
if you think I came here to do nothing but claim that people that sue the Muppets get cursed and deserve it, you're wrong. And if you think I'm not going to give the other side a chance to say their argument, you're wrong about that too. As a matter of fact, I have an article right here that disagrees with basically everything that me and Zach believe in our core.
Since my childhood.
And I'm going to tell you what, I am going to give them a chance. I'm going to tell you everything they had to say.
Hey, and you know what? That's the thing. We're honest people. We'll hear you out, even if you're wrong.
This is an article written for the Canadian Children's Literature. Also in Canada, I believe that's called the Littérature Canadienne pour la Children. Written by Peter Cumming, and the title of this article, if you ever want to read it for yourself,
aka the wrong
article, is called "Missing Gold in Muppet Treasure Island." Let's hear what he has to say.
All right, yeah, let's give him a chance.
I think he doesn't think Muppet Treasure Island is that great, but let's give him a chance. I'm going to give him all the chance in the world. Peter Cumming wrote in this article, "We all enjoy playing these characters in classical literature, and of course, it's a very good story. Kermit the Frog on the set of Muppet Treasure Island? Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island..." You know, I'm going to skip ahead because
it doesn't make much sense.
This is a lot of word salad here in the beginning.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get to the part where he just starts saying he hates it.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, Muppet Treasure Island alternately abandons and sanitizes Stevenson's classic.
Right, yo, let me stop you there.
And say wrong.
What is wrong? What sanitizes? Like, what does he mean sanitized?
Well, I believe
that's me being a chef too.
We both read the book, and in the book there is like a lot of like severe alcoholism, which I guess they don't super address, but they do have rum in Muppet Treasure Island. Remember, like when they throw the rum out the window and the rat's playing shuffleboard, he goes, "Hey, cut it out with the booze."
No, what I'm saying is the use of in this guy's article, like he says Muppet Treasure Island alternately abandons and sanitizes Stevenson's classic. What does it mean to sanitize Stevenson's classic?
I don't know. Let's go a little bit further and see if maybe he's right.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, sanitize.
I mean, he's gonna.
It's a poor use of word, is what I'm saying.
He's gonna buttress his argument here.
Okay.
Having lost the novel's treasure map, namely strong characters and high-spirited adventure, the film runs aground on the shoals of cheap gags and superficial morality. One of the film's singing pirates would, quotation marks, like to get his hands on whoever wrote this script. So too might Stevenson. Jesus Christ, wrong. And also, wrong.
Just this guy's arguments. I mean, okay, I'm willing to give him the opportunity for the argument, but
you don't want the Muppets to have funny gags? It's a Muppet movie.
It's yeah, that's what they do.
All right.
No, aside of this.
Moving on.
Anyway.
Shot in Britain, the film's set and scenery, the inn, the Hispaniola, the island are spectacular. True. Okay.
Hey,
he's on our side.
Hey, you know what? Thanks.
Right. Thanks. The opening song, combining human pirates with singing Muppet skulls, and the battle scenes are fun. Okay. Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
absolutely.
Okay, all right. I guess he actually does like the movie. But musical theater cliches and half-baked humor undermine the story's suspense and drama. What? Wrong. Just wrong.
Just wrong.
Wrong. No, that's wrong. It's incorrect. Anachronisms aimed mainly at adults prove tiresome. Wrong. Blind Pew is visually challenged. Billy Bones has a Henry Kissinger book on diplomacy.
Good for him.
One of the funniest jokes in the fucking movie.
That's so brilliant.
Wrong.
Yeah.
It's like in his treasure chest. The film answers the novel's literal embarrassment of riches with rats on water skis and the Swedish Chef.
Who can go wrong with rats on water skis?
The rats and the Swedish Chef are funny. Wrong.
They're hilarious. Margaritas at a midnight buffet.
Stuck as ship's figureheads, the Muppets' grumpy old men conclude, it could be worse. We could be stuck in the audience. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So
take it away. Take it away, Zach.
Man, you just have never, ever seen any episode of the Muppets at all.
What do the grumpy old men in the balcony do? In every
all
single
they
Muppet
do
movie.
Is complain and make jokes about how terrible it is, which is exactly what you're doing right now. You don't get the gimmick, the joke, the gag. That's all that Muppets stand for is the gag.
In conclusion, wrong.
In conclusion, wrong.
I feel like we're being pretty hard on this guy. Okay.
Yeah,
it didn't have to be this way. Scottish comic Billy Connolly's Billy Bones is perfect. I agree.
100.
I thought he's on our side again. His drunken violence and paranoia immediately expose the story's complex brew of good and evil. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Curry's Long John Silver is charmingly diabolical, even if stilted song business makes him wooden. In more than his bad leg. First of all,
wait,
his singing is fucking amazing.
Tim Curry has never sung a bad song in his life. I'm pretty convinced.
So, wrong.
Wrong.
Curry becomes mawkish, though, when faced with Kevin Bishop's saccharine Jim. Okay?
Wait, what?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I don't know what the word mawkish means, but I'm sure it's bad. So, wrong.
Wrong. Yeah, there's been a lot of, like...
I know
the sanitize is still bothering me. I'm not going to lie.
Too innocent, too uncomplicated, too constantly smiling, too soprano. It is not surprising that Blind Pew mistakes Jim for a pretty little girl. First of all, that is the funniest joke in the fucking movie.
Yes.
When he goes, what have we here?
I'm not a girl.
Take me to Billy Bones, Muppet.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. He's like, first of all, I'm not a girl.
I feel like that he's deliberately picking out every joke that I thought was the best one and saying, this was bad.
He had a fortune-telling experience where he just dissed on everything that we love.
This antiseptic Jim kills nobody. Oh, that's what he means by that's what he means by sanitize, is that Jim doesn't kill anybody.
Antiseptic. No, it's wrong word. Antiseptic is the same as he's using words wrong. Antiseptic.
I'm not gonna get over the mawkish, and I'm not gonna look it up because I don't ever want to use that word.
I don't know what that means either, but I don't even care.
In fact, after Billy Bones' demise, nobody seems to die in the Disney universe. Okay, so in one of the film's frequent attempts at self-reflexive humor, adult in-jokes at worst, limp distractions at best. Rizzo the Rat explains why it's supposed to be a kid's movie, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
When Billy Bones died, and he goes, "He's dead? This
We're
is supposed
staying
to
in
be
a room with a dead guy."
I'm going for that treasure myself, and no one-legged son of a bilge rat will...
Captain Bones! He died? And this is supposed to be a kid's movie.
While Stevenson only had to come up with pirates who don't curse, the 1996 filmmakers feel compelled to posit violence that doesn't hurt. Gonzo is stretched on the rack, but he likes it, now that he's taller.
Boogity, 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 boogity.
Fucking also one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Professor Honeydew's, we call this the window shade cure.
This guy's like, honestly, he's writing, I'm glad I didn't write anything because he was writing down every funny joke in the movie for me.
Yeah. He really is. He's shitting on it, but he's wrong.
In its closure, the film is boulderized by the film industry's archaic logic of compensating moral values.
All right, hold up. That's definitely not a word.
It's definitely probably a word.
Boulderized?
Yeah, well, I'm not looking that up either.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, I'll keep reading while you look that up.
Yeah.
While in the novel, Jim and readers feel both complicity and relief. When Silver escapes the gallows to wander free in the film, Silver must pay for his evil deeds by losing his treasure and by being condemned to spend the rest of his days exiled on an island listening to a rock statue's bad jokes. That doesn't happen in the fucking movie. Wrong. Incorrect.
And according to Google, boulderized is not a word.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, in conclusion, boulderized is not a word. Mawkish is a word I don't want to learn, and everything else in this article was wrong.
I'm just sad that...
I want to say this. We did a really, really good job of being fair and balanced.
Give him a chance.
That was the most fair and balanced take on anything. I read that dude's entire article.
I did. This is the third time.
You read that 3 times?
This is the third. With you right now, this is the third time. I read it twice last night because I was amazed at how wrong.
Oh, I skimmed it once, saw that it was negative, and then this is the first time I've actually read it.
Oh, well, that's how much this means to me.
I love to see them cry when they walk the plank.
I prefer to cut a trout.
I love to hang them high and watch their little feet try to walk in the air while their faces turn blue.
Just kidding. It's a good life on a boat.
There are distant lands with burning sands that roll across the oceans.
There are bingo games every fun-filled day. And margaritas at the midnight buffet.
Margaritas at the midnight buffet.
Moving forward. Guess what, man?
What?
There's an article here, and we got this covered by Shane Fraser called trumpets, please. Everyone knows Muppet Treasure Island is a perfect movie, but fans are now explaining why. Let's read this article.
Why does it... Well, okay, I love that fans are explaining why, but it needs no explanation.
All right, Shane Fraser writes here, people are rediscovering the treasure that is Muppet Treasure Island, a film that, if watched in childhood, everyone remembers fondly. True. Correct.
But also, if I watched it last week.
Yeah. Also, when I watch it on a weekly basis, I remember fondly how much I liked it.
And I still have it on VHS. Yes, I'm that old.
While everyone is an exaggeration, the statement, Muppet Treasure Island is a perfect movie, has 4,262 upvotes and counting on our movies on Reddit. It also has 472 comments, the vast majority of which are in agreement. All right, so this is an article basically about Reddit. So let's hear what all these Redditors have to say. Genius Shock said, awesome film. You're awesome for liking it and making this post. Everyone that agrees is awesome too. Fuck it, we're all awesome.
Yes!
Correct.
Fuck it, we are all awesome. True.
All right, let's see what the Fluffiest Whale wrote. The Fluffiest Whale wrote, my comment history elsewhere will show that I am ready to die on this hill with you. Greatest film of all time.
Oh, I'm with you.
Correct.
Can we get married? Like I'm
correct, fluffiest whale.
All the way.
Author of the article goes on to write, Tim Curry is the perfect Long John Silver, charismatic and menacing. All right, let's see here. What is? Oh, here's something. This is kind of a weird article, so everything's very disjointed. So I'm kind of reading shit that
pops up.
Yeah, a lot of pop-up shit. Muppet Treasure Island is a perfect movie, in my opinion. I'm curious what others think. Oh, okay. This is what made all the Redditors get in on this.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It has so many things going for it to qualify as perfect. 1, it's a Muppet movie. 2, Tim Curry is the perfect Long John Silver, charismatic and menacing. The musical numbers are pure brilliance and extremely catchy. 4, legitimately funny and wholesome comedy. 5, fun for every member of the family. That is
absolutely everything about that is truth. Like, there's nothing.
I wouldn't even try to say it better than myself because they just said it.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. I'm speechless.
Having premiered in 1996, the film hit the sweet spot of millennial childhood. All right, so that makes sense why us millennials like it so much. Yeah. Let's see what this Mojo So Dope wrote. A couple of months ago, I went on a kick of watching movies from my childhood with my kids, and this was one. I was surprised how well it held up. And even the kids enjoyed it too. Of course the kids enjoyed it.
Well, yeah. What kids don't enjoy Muppets?
Why even bother sharing that guy's Reddit post? That was useless. All right.
Yeah.
Best thing ever wrote.
Obvious right there, yeah.
Here's another Redditor. Let's see what this guy has to say. Loving this film as a kid inspired me to read the original Treasure Island novel as an adult. It's now one of my favorite books, and I actually think the Muppet version is a really excellent adaptation. Or possibly maybe the best.
The best of all time.
It's a lot more sanitized. What the fuck do people keep saying that
That
for?
is not what that means. He keeps... What's that movie? Princess Bride. I don't think that means what you think it means.
I don't think that means what you think it means. It's a lot more sanitized, obviously.
Obviously.
Oh shit, I just accidentally went to Reddit because I clicked on it.
Uh-oh.
But it captures the spirit of the novel and nails the dynamics between characters. I'm surprised how well it portrays the complicated Jim-Silver relationship in the context of a kid's movie. Tim Curry is also pretty amazing as Long John Silver, a role that I realized would be very hard to cast. And Kermit as Captain Smollett is low-key brilliant. I might say it's high-key brilliant.
Oh.
I also think that it has the best musical numbers of any Muppet film. Definitely. Both the best Treasure Island movie and the best Muppet movie. Treasure Planet deserves a look, in though I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's 100% just like the best movie of all time.
All right,
and if you don't agree, you're wrong.
Thus, contemporary Reddit film critics, many of which are grown-up millennials, may be looking at the film through nostalgia-enhanced glasses. Muppet Treasure Island has a 71% critic score and a 77% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Though respectable, those figures are a far cry from perfect. Okay, first of all, the Rotten Tomatoes is like a aggregate of film critics. It has nothing to do with like what's good in reality.
Well, no, and it's like whatever they say is wrong.
Hey, will you Google something for me while I read this next part?
Yeah.
Google. I believe Siskel would have still been alive when this came out. So see what Siskel and Ebert gave this movie. Yeah. And I really want to know because I have a little conspiracy theory, fan theory in here with that too. A few Redditors dissented by saying that the Muppet Christmas Carol is the greatest Muppet movie. Plus one, well, yeah,
that's a good movie.
That's a
great movie, but
it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
It's a fair argument.
I'll give you a fair point.
That opinion is not wrong.
I would say that the Muppet Christmas Carol is the best Christmas movie. Like that's what you could say.
Absolutely.
So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not going to read any more Reddit posts because that's like depressing me.
Listen to this. I got Roger Ebert, his review from the 1996 movie, best movie of all time, Muppet Treasure Island. He said, I was talking to a friend the other day who said he'd never met a child who liked reading Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. Neither have I said. And he'd never met a child who liked reading Stevenson's Kidnapped. Me neither, I said. My early exposure, blah, blah, blah. I'll skip over this part. And as I suggested, says Roger Ebert, you're likely going to enjoy the movie in proportion to how much you enjoy the Muppets. Moi, I sort of like them sometimes. And I enjoyed the Christmas Carol movie, but this one seems less cleverly written, and for moi, it's near a miss. Oh, shoot.
Man, fuck
all right,
Roger Ebert.
I was excited for a minute.
You know what? Also, you know what? This totally blows my theory, because I was going to say this. Roger Ebert. E-Bert. Ernie Bert. Bert and Ernie.
He is Bert. He's grown-up Bert.
He's fucking grown-up Bert.
He's the most negative Muppet ever.
Grumpy ass bitch who doesn't know how to enjoy a fucking movie.
He's always the fucking salt in the game.
He's
Ernie's trying to play with his duck, and Bert's just coming in there raining on his parade.
Fucking watch Black Swan over and over and over and over and over and over. Fucking watch Darren Aronofsky. All right. Well, anyway,
it sounds like he belongs to the fan base of Tomorrow Never Comes.
I'm gonna. He does. Spoiler alert! Tomorrow Never Comes is our new emo band. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Roger Ebert's opinion means fucking nothing to me. Closing arguments: Muppet Treasure Island, as we have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, is the greatest book-to-film adaptation of all time. I feel like it's a pretty airtight case.
Shiver my timbers, shiver my sails, dead men tell no tales.